just record it to the cloud. So we'll follow up on everything we've discussed. Hopefully, Jomar, that question is answered. Now let me answer some questions about the Zonar indicator. So I'll hide the drawings, right? Zonar indicator, I hope you guys know how to get it, right? So let's just clarify, it's available on PrimeVerse. If you go to our PrimeVerse apps, we have our Zonar indicator right here. If you have not used it, if you've not requested access for it still, make sure to do so, right? Apply for access. There is a lot of instructions on how it works. There is tutorials, videos on how to set it up, how to use it, and the extended lesson as well. More than enough to give you guys a clear understanding of what it is. But again, we'll just make things simple for you guys. Bear with me a second. One moment here. So many tabs open, it's crazy. 1 second. Close some tabs to make it go quicker. Okay, that's much better. I love that. Okay, just organize my screen. Appreciate you guys' patience. Now, Zonar will give you guys a clear understanding on when to enter a trade, when there is a stop loss, and when there is take profit 1, 2, and 3. Okay, simple yet very effective. One thing I want to clarify: as soon as you set it up, it's not going to be there, right? It's just going to give you some bearish order blocks, bullish order blocks, etc. So you got to go into settings and you got to scroll down and click this button right here, display signals. Okay, you click on that, and once you click display signals, magic will happen. On every single time frame, you guys will see a signal on a given pair. In our case, it's gold. You can see we have an entry, meaning price Zonar is recommending for us to sell. Stop loss is above, TP1, TP2, TP3 are below, meaning Zonar is recommending we sell. That's what we did, pretty much at the same price. Now, 1 minute time frame, it's telling us to sell. On 3 minute time frame, it's giving us the same signal. And bet you on 5 minute time frame is giving us the same signal. So when the 3 time frames align that you're looking at, that's very good. That gives you an extra confirmation that sells on the shorter time frame are valid, right? You can see on 15 minute time frame, sells are above. This is out of the picture. On 30 minute, there are sells, but out of the picture as well. But on, say, 1 hour time frame, there are buys with stop loss below, right? The buys are not valid right now. We're not trading on 1 minute, 1 hour time frame, right? We don't want to be in a trade for 16, 20, 40 hours, right? That's why we're not trading on 1 hour time frame. We want to be in a trade probably for like 15, 20, 30 minutes, at least, say, for the duration of this session. While I'm online, we have an hour together and we will play some trades. So that's why you want to check on the 1 minute time frame roughly what the signal is. Again, mind you guys that sometimes the stop losses are super tight on 1 minute, so you want to check some other time frames too. But this one, I really like the example. Stop loss is pretty wide and the entry is pretty clear. Now, again, it doesn't take, you being a rocket scientist or an engineer for you guys to understand what's happening here, right? We have a sell indication, we have a clear stop loss above the wick right there, and we have some take profits. All you got to do, right, is take an entry based on Zonar. If entry says sell, take profit, go get in, right? And put your stop loss above, put your take profits below. Now, let's be clear. When price reaches TP1, your job as a trader is to put your stop loss to break even, okay? Again, this is to clarify that we don't want to be in a situation where a potentially amazing trade where we caught over 70 pips, right, goes into drawdown and goes negative. If you caught 70 pips, that's amazing. Most people would, tear you apart for that, right? So 70 pips is good enough for you to put your stop loss to break even and let the trade continue and let it run. Now it's your choice where you want to exit in full. I usually exit around TP2 and I leave a bit of a runner towards TP3. But the main point is you have a signal, or a trade idea as to where you could potentially go towards in terms of your trade, and you have the directions on when to exit, right? So pop your zoner on and go for the trade whenever zoner indicates there is a good opportunity. See, there is a question there. Bear with me a second. So there's a question, Coach, what price action confirms a valid rejection at support or resistance that signals a potential reversal rather than a breakout? That's a tough one. I'll be honest with you. What price action confirms a valid rejection at support or resistance? Okay, let me show you an example. I think it happened yesterday. Let me show you. Potential reversal rather than rejection. Let me see. I remember trading yesterday night, and there was this crazy V-shaped correction right there. Okay, I think it's this one. Let me just think about it. For me, I think it's the one right here. Okay, so right there. This was around 9:30 in the morning. Oh, that was today in the morning. Let me have a look. Bear with me a second. When was it? So today, what? Friday? Oh, that's Friday. Bear with me, guys, a second. Just trying to find it. Oh, right. I think it's this example right here. Okay. So what price action confirms valid rejection support that signals reversal, then a breakout? Look, so we have this support right here, okay? This gray color support that was supported at night, 3 o'clock, and then we got back towards it around 7 a.m. in the morning, right? Now, you could argue saying that, hey, look, we have the support with the body, right? Right there around 80, and then we broke with the body towards like 79-ish, etc. What you want to remember is that support and resistance areas are not just a line, it's a zone specifically, right? So what you want to look at is price behavior and how it reacts to a certain level, right? So in this particular scenario, have a look here. If we have this area of liquidity right here at the bottom, what you can see is price getting slowly but surely towards it, and it taps it with a big red candle, big bearish candle right there. And then as soon as we get that, we break the highs back up, right? So we have the bearish trend right there. And once we have the bearish trend, notice how this is your high and it gets broken right away. So you can see that this whole thing is a liquidity grab rather than a breakout, to the downside. So when you see price tapping the lows right there on the left-hand side, it tapped into the lows, but this candle right there, it engulfed for the most part the bearish candle, right? It pretty much came back up, right? And the second candle after it, right? It went even higher. This confirms to you that this is a potential reversal area because A, we had a liquidity sweep from the lows, and then the next two candles pretty much reversed the bearish momentum. And then you have the break of this high and the break of this high. So whenever the structure change occurs, it's called the change of character. In our scenario, right? We have the high, the low, the high, the low, the high, the low, and then we come back to the same high, consolidate, and break the high, okay? So you can clearly see that these highs were broken. That's a change of character. That clarifies to us that this was a liquidity grab rather than a breakout, and a reversal will occur. So we can target in continuation this high, that high, and that high in turn. And that's exactly what happened precisely in the morning, right? So hopefully that helps. This is a bit advanced, I'll be honest with you. Not beginner friendly content, right? Learning and understanding the candles, but I really hope that helped. Now we spoke about Zonar as well. I just want to bring to your attention something, guys. TP1 was hit, I believe. Let's just double check. Boom. There you go. So show you guys the proper trade management. Our TP2 is around 85, okay? TP2 is around 85-ish. I'm going to move it actually slightly lower all the way to 85 as I promised. But now I'm going to exit half of my trade right there at TP1 just so I can secure my profits partially, right? This trade is already 800 bucks in profit. Why would I risk losing money on this if it's making me so much money already? Exit. Get the hell out of it for the half of the size. Around 89, we exited. TP1 hit in full. That's our, how many pips right there? 97 to 89. Guys, that's freaking 80 pips right there. Smashing it. 80 pips caught on TP1. Now, we will leave the rest to run, but even if it reverses, I'm gonna move my stop loss just below my entry, just above this high right there. So in case it reverses and goes up into the beginning of Tokyo session, Tokyo opens up at 8 o'clock, right? More aggressive price action. I don't want to be in a situation where I take a loss. If you guys got a chance to get into a trade and if you were able to make some money, please type some W's in the chat or put some dollar signs. I want to see who's with us here. We have 20 people. I expect 23 people actually. I expect at least 5 of you have taken the trade, I assume. I'll be honest with you guys, last week was pretty rough. But hey, look, we come back stronger. One thing very important in trading, if you take a loss, walk away. Yeah. One trade, two trade in a row, it doesn't work. Walk away. Come back next week. There is always tomorrow. You don't have to make all the money in the world today. Okay. There is always tomorrow. There is always next week. There is always next month. You don't have to blow your capital and go full tilt, all in, keep increasing your position size just to make it back. You really don't. There is always an opportunity next door, right? So please, if the opportunity doesn't provide itself, if you're hitting your stop losses or whatever, take a short break, come back stronger. That was the case for me. Last week was pretty rough. Look, I took a series of losses right there, pretty big ones, to be honest with y'all. But then I come back, right? I took the losses during our live session and I kept chasing it. And just full transparency for you guys. I was with y'all on the live session. I was trying to buy it when it was just clearly dropping. And notice what I did. I bought with one lot, then two lots, then three lots. This has never worked out. I tried to chase it even with sells, and that didn't work out either. So please, hopefully you can learn from me. Don't try and chase your trades. I took a break on the 8th. I came back on the 9th. The next day, recovered 2.5 grand. 11th, I recovered at 1400. 12th, another 2 grand. So we live and learn, right? We need to wait it out sometimes to come back stronger with clear psychology and a clear head. I urge you guys to do so. That's just some psychology lesson for you guys right there. But yeah, Dylan said only saw the entry at 92. 92 was pretty low, Dylan. I agree. Sometimes again, no trade is also a trade. Learn to think that way, right? If you're not in trade, think about it that way, that at least I'm not losing money in this particular case, right? I could have been losing money in this scenario. So if I was on the wrong side of the market or if I entered late. So no trade is also a trade. The best quality of a good trader is actually to stay out. The most successful traders I know, they're like snipers. They just wait it out, they get it, and they walk away without caring what market is gonna do next. And I preach that type of behavior. If you made a $500 in a day, you don't need to sit there and wait for you to make 1,000, 1,500, 3,000. Just take the money and run, right? There is tomorrow as well. Hopefully that helps. Right now we're getting very close to our TP2, guys. I'll be honest with you guys, loving the price action. It's rather slow, so I'll be honest with you, we could really quickly reverse right there. We are already 110 pips into that trade. Our TP2 is around 85. Okay, let's be clear. It's around 85, our TP2, and that's my exit. I'm not gonna try and chase it all the way to 80. I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm gonna exit at 120 pips. That's really, really good, I'd say, for beginning of Tokyo session. I think we're smashing it live right there. It hit for you, Jomar. That's good. It didn't hit for me just yet. I don't know if you're in the future, but I hope it hits for me. I don't know. Maybe my live feed is a little bit, slow, but hey, it's getting there. It's getting there, and I'm gonna be very one happy coach if it does hit. Just one trade, one clean TP, one TP1 and TP2 to be precise. Now, I want to show you guys something. Hopefully, some of you can join And that something is our next call. So I'm running a call today at 7 p.m., right? As you guys joined, and you already know. So today at 8 p.m., if you go to our live sessions, we're obviously live right now. Today at 8 o'clock, okay, we have our new coach, Tommy Uz, who's going to be joining us for setting the goals for 2026. This is something you really don't want to miss out on. If you are available, please, if you're trying to get dinner or whatever, instead of popping Netflix or Instagram, yeah, make sure to join the live stream. I wouldn't, want to miss out that for anything. So once again, this is our new mindset coach, Tommy. He's going to be there with us for the first session of the year, and he's going to talk to us about 2026, the goals, the ideas, the mindset that we have to walk into 2026 with. So make sure to join if you have not RSVP'd yet. Click on the link here, RSVP for the event in order for you to have access. It's going to max out at 300 people, and I'm pretty sure we will max out. So I just want to let you guys know, make sure you do join. We'll be looking forward to see you all there also. And we're going to end our session a little bit earlier today. Spare with me a second. Can you guys still hear me? My video seems to be laggy, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Spare with me a sec. Let me just exit my browser. 1 second, guys. So once again, Errol says you guys can hear me. Once again, our live education mindset will be there starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time. This is 20 minutes from now. So I'll end my session in 10 minutes around 7:50 to give you guys a break. Do what you got to do, refill your waters, get your head clear, exit your trades, provide your full attention, be there for the webinar. I'll be very happy to see you all there. In the meantime, coming back to the topic, we have smashed TP2 and I'm out of the trade, guys. Okay, TP2 smashed. We are out. That sell gave us $1,000 in total. I say that's great. I don't know how about you guys. That's over 120 pips right there. If you made some money with that trade, just type in TP in the chat. 1 for 1 during this session, and I wouldn't want to enter any more trades as of right now. We could potentially take a buy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually give you guys some extra gems for those of you who are staying late with me. Love the TPs, guys. Thanks so much. Fire. Thank you. Now, I want to give you guys something extra, right? Coach, if you mean out, sell at remaining to be break even. Jomar, so when I'm saying I'm out, that means I'm out. I don't have a trade no more. I'm fully out of this trade. I exited at TP2. I'm not willing to keep it all the way up until there. So I'm out for 120 pips, meaning I fully exited my trade. I'm not willing to stay in it longer because it might reverse. It might, correct back up before it moves lower. 8 p.m. market will open up and something unpredicted could happen. So I don't want to be in a situation where I lose money on a winning trade. So I'm fully out of this trade. Hopefully that makes
Uh,
sense. And now again, I want to show you guys something extra right
Coach.
there, just so you all understand.
Hello,
Adrian, do
coach.
you have a question?
Yeah, last
Yes,
question.
go ahead.
You have three TPs earlier. That means you have three entries, right?
Good question. So you could do either or, Jinky, I'll show you. You can either enter 3 times for 0.3, right? And you could click sell 3 times. That will give you 3 entries, which you're going to set 3 different TPs for it. Or you could have 1 entry the way I did for 1 lot, and you could partially exit those trades, right? So if I was to be exiting TP1, TP2, and TP3, as I did, I exited half a lot here. I would usually exit, say, 0.5. I exit here. I would exit 0.25 lower and another 0.25 I would exit at the bottom. So I would do it in one trade if I'm actively managing it. But if I have to step out and I know I'm not going to be there for the whole duration of the trade, I would do it with 3 different entries. Does that make sense?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're good. Does that explain it for you?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Okay, good, good. Glad to hear that. Okay, Tina's asking, how do you do that? Tina, clarify how do you do what? How do you exit partially? Okay. So I'm not sure how to exit partially on MetaTrader on my computer. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not even sure how to exit here at all. So I do it on my phone, okay? Let me show it to you guys real quick. Let's enter some trade just so we're in it. I'll show you guys on the screen. Okay. Do 0.1. Okay. So I bought 0.1 right there. Let me show you guys. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty close, pretty true. Okay, can you see my screen, guys? That's gonna be, live camera feed right there. So, oh, it's blurred. Okay, bear with me a second. I'm gonna unblur it. One moment, guys. Bear with me, guys. One sec. I want to show you guys how it's done. Okay, right there. You're right there with me, guys. Okay, live explanation on how to get it done. Okay, so I have a trade. All I have to do, right, on this particular trade is swipe it to the left, okay? You're gonna have the 3 buttons and you're gonna click the edit button in the middle, okay? Or actually, you're gonna click the first one right there that says exit, okay? Click exit, and at the top, you can choose how much you can exit. I apologize for shit quality right there, but okay. You click on the number right there at the top, and you adjust it from 0.1, I adjust to 0.05 and I click close. And now I exited partially my trade. Hopefully that makes sense. And you can see right there, it's partial exit, right? So you can do that. Just swipe, click OK to exit, but just select how much you want to exit at the top. You can click on the number of your position size and select how much you want to exit, guys. Wasn't the best, tutorial. I hope it helps. Right back with you guys. That makes sense. I'm sorry. I know it was, not the best quality or whatever, but hey, I do my best with the setups that I have for you guys. So hopefully it helped. Okay. Hey, you know what? The buys are fire too. Right there, guys. We got into the buys 0.1. I mean, it's not a lot, but hey, it's money is money, it's 40 pips right there. So we exited, perfect exit, I would say, right? There was a reason I had that feeling that price might retrace back up. Okay, so one final thing that I want to show you guys and leave you guys with, right, is the indicators that I use, right? I'm gonna turn off Zonar for now. We did smash it, but I'm gonna report on it later. I use Fibonacci's, okay, Fibonacci alignment. So you have your high, you have your low, and you have that 78% right there. So if you're eyeing for a trade, or even we could put it the other way around. Fibonacci, you could pull from bottom to the top, right? From low to the high. So what you're measuring is this move right here. When it moves up, you want to try and understand how much down can it go? Can it go here, 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 where? Right? Before it goes up again, for example. With that, Fibonacci can help, right? And my settings are there, 50, 60, 71. That's my perfect golden ratio, right? Popped right back into 60 higher from here. It might pretty much retested that price or on Fibonacci's as a whole, understand it a little bit better. We, as always, have education on that. Okay, it's inside our foundation course. Show you guys right here, foundation course, right? And we have our Fibonacci class. Okay, go there, have a look into the Fibonacci examples, have a look into the education on those. They will help you a lot throughout your learning. Even our Zonar is based on Fibonacci in a lot of ways. So I think it's useful that you guys learn the concept of Fibonacci. The main point is I used 3 confirmations. When I was selling right there, right, I had multiple reasons to do so. First of all, the trend. Second of all, we've had to reach the Fibonacci extension. And the third part of it, we had the RSI way at the high right there, right? So I had 3 reasons to get in, not just 3, I had 4, okay? I had 4 reasons to get in together with Zonar. I managed my risk perfectly. I made pretty much just 2-3% of 2 or 3% of my account, but that's $1,000 for this account size, right? So hopefully that is helpful for you guys. I'm gonna have to end this a little bit early just because we do have education starting with our next coach. So once again, I urge you guys, if you have not signed up yet, you have 10 minutes left. Our coach Tommy O's, our new mindset educator, will be there with you guys in 10 minutes from now. So you don't want to miss this out. Go to our live sessions and make sure to sign up. We'll see you guys there. I will be there. I want to say thank you all for being there with me on the session. It's been an amazing trading session so far. You know, less is more sometimes. One trade is great trade. I want to say thank you all for joining. I hope you learned something. If you learned something, type W's and we'll wrap up right there. Once again, appreciate everybody's participation. Appreciate you guys' comments, questions, and let's all stay in touch. I appreciate you all so much. And again, upward and onwards from here. Stay strong, stay smart, learn new things, and stay with PrimeVerse. Cheers, everybody.